G'day folks, how you all doing? Thank you very much for joining me. Just ignore that gaming clock on the countdown clock just there. We're just warming up, showing you some of the great photos from earlier this year that I did take on Train Sim World. These have been done a fair few months ago now, I think around April this year. March, April, something like that. So yeah. How's everybody's weekend been? Hopefully you've been good. Been watching a little bit of the Olympic Games leading into the stream tonight. Watching a bit of the swimming. And the French guy done quite well, didn't he? All right. Watched a bit of the archery, the table tennis. Two of my favourite sports of the Olympic Games. My favourite sport in the Olympic Games overall is the weightlifting, though. I love the weightlifting. The heavyweights, though. The big boys. They are the best, aren't they? They're fucking, the big muscles and, lifting up all those Ks. Man, Jesus Christ, it feels like you're just gonna pop like a balloon. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. It is Sunday evening here in Australia. We are just setting up. Got the jet wash lighting pack back, folks. I did take it off there for a little bit because when we started getting the new DLCs releasing the last couple of weeks, I had a feeling that it might God mode and that might interfere. So I thought I'll wait a bit, and I've seen that since I've been away on the weekend, jet wash has updated the mod. So I thought it was time to put it back in. So that should be the final time. Actually, there might be one more update just before Train Sim World 5. But anyway. How are we all doing? Hopefully everyone's well. We're ready to rock and roll. We had Troy on earlier. Troy's on now, actually. G'day, how you going? Welcome aboard. Chris is on board. G'day, buddy. You picked up the Scotrail version of the 158 as well. I did see there was a little bit of update on the original one as well. I'm not sure if everybody's aware of that. I was looking at the patch notes today, actually. So God knows what the hell's happened to it, but yeah. The sound horn's exactly the same, which I'm quite surprised about, actually. I thought it might have been a little bit different. All right. 2 minutes to go. All right. Just gotta have a look at the chat while we're waiting. It is on the upper screen just here. I notice I'm losing frames already. Must be because I'm flipping backs and forwards from the screens. Because I do play on full mode. So yeah, we have God mode back tonight, folks, and the ETU165 sound mod now. Sound mod, Jesus. The ETU165 sound mods, we definitely have those, but do I have it on? I don't have it on this new. There's no sound mod as far as I'm aware for the new 158 yet. I will say yet because you never know, it could happen. It'll probably most likely ETU165 if they did do it though. So yeah, my weekend's been great. We'll just go as far as that. All right. The Class 350, Troy says the Class 377, I did mention, you did ask me what is the favourite trains. Well, I'm a big fan of the high-speed trains and the EMUs. The Class 700, Class 377, 710, they're pretty good. Can't go past the trains here in Sydney, in Train Sim World itself, but it's definitely 710, 700, 377. I have to say the 700 with the ETU165 sound mod though, because Dovetail's version is it's definitely better than the crap that we got at launch for Train Sim Classic. So yeah, because it's got obviously it's mixed up with the enhancement from the ATP, ATS. Sorry, ATP. What did I say there? APT. What Scotrail train is the best? Can I include the HST version? Because I do have the HST version with the mod. Right, how are we going? All right, let's fire her up. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, to a special night of All Aboard. The reason why we're here on Sunday night, and by the way, we're back-to-back nights of All Aboard this week, just like we were a couple of weeks ago. So episodes 97, 98 tomorrow night, and then a couple of episodes, and we're going to celebrate the 100th episode, and it will definitely happen before Train War 5 in September. So we're ready to rock and roll. Right, no new more leaks have come out, ladies and gentlemen, so far as we're aware. Is guard mode a question? Like, these are all, don't take it for a definite, folks, but it is a grain of salt at the moment. It's not official yet on Dovetail, but as we know, over the last week we've had the leak of the West Coast Main Line from London Eastern to Milton Keynes Central. I would have liked to have seen it go as far as Rugby, but it's not happening. Sucks. Well, I'd love to see that happen. Palomino, 390, which is a train I've been most wanted for quite a long time. The 350, looking forward to that. It's going to be great. And the company obviously is the company I've been wanting for quite a while because their trains are absolutely beautiful looking. So yeah, those are all technically been leaked by Beta team, whatever. Whoever has throws it out there. Like, multiple people have covered it, like on YouTube and whatnot. You can believe whatever. Look, I reckon the loading screen's fake. The background on the thing's fake. All that part's fake. I'm a little bit iffy about the lettering being in purple. I don't understand that. After 4 previous train symbols, we never had that. So I don't know about that. I don't know how legit it is. But if we do go to a dark purple like that, it's like, what the hell? We need a magnifying glass to actually see where we're going. Like, it just looks too... It's too blinding. Like, we already got blur as it is in the game. So anyway, we're ready to rock and roll. If I had to say the favourite Scotrail train in the game currently at the moment is, I'll have to say the one that just released, the 380. Followed by the 385. Favourite route in Scotland is definitely the Cathcart. I would say West Coast Mainline part if it was in Train Sim World, but Train Sim Classic it is. Right, we got God mode back. So frames have dipped a fair bit actually. See if I can actually disable it. I'm on my ultra wide screen, so I've got to see what the frame rate's like. It's definitely dipped massively. I've dropped like 20 frames just going back to this tonight. So I might not stay with it. I might stay with it. I don't know. I've just been having this blinding problem at the moment. It's been really annoying. This motion blur problem. Unlock the doors. Okay, we shall do that. Yeah, I'm on 40 frames where I'm normally around 70, 80. I've dropped a lot. Don't know what's going on. So the blur I've been having, see how you can't see the Scotrail. If I turned off, let me just get rid of that so we can just have it normal. The blur that I've been having, the problems I've been having with the blur is with my Locos. See, you can't even read the Scotrail sign on the sides. Can anybody see the Scotrail sign? It's just a big blur. I can't see that, and that's BS. Like, I'll pause it back. I'll pause it right now. I'm on a 3060 gigabyte i7, 11700K 11th gen processor. I've got 12 RAM. I've got bloody 64 gigabytes of RAM itself under my belt. You said I was high in PC, so we've got the NZXT 64 Kagan liquid cooler in it. You know, I got ultra, alright, and then I got ultra, high, everything is high, maximum frames, you know, screen percentage, everything's there. So, I don't know what the hell Even with 200, I can still see a lot of blur. Speaking of, that's probably why I am dropping frames, because now I've changed my settings. I actually need to drop the screen percentage. It is advisable with jet washers one to drop it to 90, but I'll drop it to 93. And even still, look at that, frame rate's exactly the same. I'm not dropping any frames. Like, what the hell? It's just, yeah. I'll keep it at 106. Anyway, let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. I'll put the God mode back on. Okay. The railway guy, can I tell you what my fantasy train story would be? Obviously, if it's appropriate enough, yeah. I think you mentioned this the other night, actually. I got a fantasy train story. We've got our stage 2 of the metro opening here in Sydney. What the hell? Hello? Why is that going? Lol, did I put it in reverse? Whoops. One thing I can say about jet washers lighting is that it makes the dark areas dark. Like I think it's a bit darker. I was looking at it earlier today. See, another thing that really pees me off as well is the track. Like, where's the lines in the tracks? Like, it's all blur. Like, what's going on there? I noticed the graphics have gotten worse since Train Sim World 3. You know, ever since they moved the skybox and everything. And obviously, we know about the skybox dropping frames like crazy. Like, you can compare the difference between the original routes to the Volumetric Cloud routes. Like, man, I'm not even putting the safety systems on. Great. Troy says, have you heard of the Class 379s going to Great Northern? And the Class 3... I did hear about them possibly privatising or just becoming UK trains. I know I've heard about something about all the networks but just going to become one. But I don't know what the hell that is. But so next Sunday we have stage 2 of the Metro line, which are the driverless trains here in Sydney, unless there is emergencies, and they have train staff on the trains, on every train. So, yep. All the testing's been happening and everything, and yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. And yeah, there's I'm not sure if there is any more, because since Sydney Central Station's had a complete rebuild recently, and there's a new station opening up for the Metro. There used to be tracks that run at St James Station, which are now covered by the big giant platform. I will cover that on my on a tour one time. I did have a fella that does follow me, Chad. Is it Chad? No, I think it's someone else. Yeah, it is Chad. Chad recently did a video on his YouTube channel of St James Station and some of the trains departing and stuff. So it's a pretty decent video. It's about 10 minutes long. I think it's Chad Transport Vlogs or something like that. I think I got Dynamic Weather on tonight actually. So one thing that that really pees me off about Jet Wash's graphics mod, I find that there's a lot of fog always in his gameplay, in his mod. I don't know, just every time I sort of start running the run, and not at first, it just when you're going more into it, it just seems to fog up a lot. And that's really a bit of a, I don't know, does it have to be really this foggy, or what do you call it, like a haze? It's not really something that I'm a fan of. And I always know that every time I've been using his one, yeah, I had a pretty decent frame rate going until tonight, but I'm sort of been trying to find something to bloody eliminate this damn... it's not so bad when you go up close to it, but yeah, I remember Train Simworld where you could go 3-4 trains down, you could still see the writing on the side of the bloody train. Now you can't see shit. It's just a motion blur mess. And even the tracks, so I can see the tracks before, like the pillars underneath the track, and you can't even see that now. Yeah, my weekend's been not too bad, but I've sort of not really, I'll be honest, I've not really had a good weekend. Yeah, I'm a little bit down tonight, folks. So I'll try as best as I can. I've been battling a pretty decent migraine for the last couple of days. Yeah, I think I had too many drinks on Friday night, but anyway. Is there a safety system to the trains, on the train's DVD? I don't really understand your question there, Chris, sorry. Good news is we still have the other mod installed, folks, so we can still pan up high with the camera. So I haven't taken that away. Trying to rephrase the question, Chris. Is it what you're asking, if there's a safety system to DVD on the on this particular loco? Yeah, it's TPWS. So TPWS, there should be AWS as well. Let me just turn it off. Yeah, there's AWS, of course. Yeah. Vig's there. One thing that really has pissed me off about Skyhawk, I don't know if it's a bug or not, but where the hell's the GTM? GSM. The GSM's not working. That, you know, like, they release a loco. This, to be honest, this loco, I reckon, in my opinion, is released too early. They should have kept this loco for when they were ready with the branch line and the extension for the fire circle, because that extension's going to include more services with this loco, and I reckon they should have held off this release. They didn't add the GSM. The damn thing should have been ready with the like, they could have had more time. They could have, you know, implemented the GSM in a way where we've never had the actual official system. Like, we've got a little bit of the system, like, but I mean, like, have it full technical, like legit GSM. They could have had this loco, actually, if they were smart enough, to be another pro range loco, where, you know, we could have had every little bit and penny. You know, you could have had this system over here is the coding system, where you code the where the train's going to. So that could have been implemented into it as well. So anyway, missed opportunity in my opinion. Whereabouts, Chris? Yeah, we all know about the damn thing on the side of the train. Look at that. That's a motion blur as hell. I haven't got motion blur on, have I? No. Let me get this train into the platform. So even just up in front, it's really blurry. Like, I still haven't worked out how to eliminate all that. Like, even with jet washers stuff, it's still not improving. I've been stumped with this for bloody weeks now. Might look better for you guys, but it definitely doesn't look as good on my screen. I'm on a bloody 160 hertz screen, ultra wide. I've pushed it down to just using it on a standard screen. So more so I've done it for you guys so you guys don't have to watch a live stream with the two lines on each side, on top and bottom. If you watch it on a mobile device, that's what you would see. But because I have narrowed it down now, but even with the ultra wide screen, it was still doing this. Like, it doesn't matter if it was ultra wide, normal screen. I was playing on 4K screen before this. I've tried every other screen I've had, but it just doesn't work. I even went back to the 1080 screen and there's no difference. Yeah, DBD would be a safety system, Chris. So this train has a maximum speed of 90 miles per hour, which is it's not too bad. Yeah, I know what it is, Chris. It's a safety system. It's a safety system. Like, look how blurry that is just up there. This is what I'm trying to. I use a custom engine with DX12, yeah, and even when I pulled all the settings out today, I pulled all the lines out. I pulled DX12 off. I pulled all my mods out and everything, and it was still doing this. I verified the files. I've done everything. I don't know what's going on. The good thing about me, like, I probably won't roll with Jet Wash's settings and that tomorrow night. I'll probably go back to my other ones because the frame rate is way superior. Not by too much. Like, we're still pretty decent at the moment anyway. 57. You don't want to be going any more than 60 anyway. But I do get recently, since I've put some new lines in recently, been getting decent frame rate. But even prior to me finally fixing the frame rate side of things, I was having this. I've been having this issue with the motion blur and that since I think it was it might have been the May update. There was an update in May or something. I think it was May. There was an update, and I noticed since that update that there was a hell of a lot of more blur in the sim. And I know Dovetail have said something about this in the past and reckon it's got, trying to improve the frame rate and that, but yeah, that's a lie. The OGs know that. It's running not too bad tonight though. Look, DX12, even though it's not official, it softens the blow in certain aspects. You won't eliminate micro shadowing in that whatsoever. For the simple fact is that the Unreal Engine the Unreal Engine 4 wasn't built for a train simulation. It wasn't built for motion like gameplay at all. Yeah. The only reason they use it is because it's a cheap option, you know. You think the amount of money that they make, they freaking would have bloody, you know, by now would have built their own engine, but nah, they're not SES software. You know, we know that SES software are the kings of that. There's a new loading screen going to American Truck and Euro Truck. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It definitely brings it up to date and brings it up to the modern standard, which is quite alright. I was a little bit when I seen it first earlier today. Actually, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I sort of thought it brings it up to standard. I like the fact that, you know, you got the different trucks and that like through the screen, but I would like to see actually if we could put our own trucks in there. You know, that would be nice to see. So they have the option to put your own truck. Yeah, I think that would be more well received by the community, especially myself, man. I do paid jobs for American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator, folks. I do trucks and trailers, and if you've seen my gameplay over the weekend, yeah. See some lovely new paint jobs I've done. They all will be released to the public. I've got some more mods releasing this week, some new updates coming. So I'll leave the links and everything in the in our Discord for when they do get released. Troy asked me, can you show at the end of the live stream the East Midlands Class 158 coupling to the Scotrail 158? Ooh. No, I haven't even thought about that actually. Might be something to... might be quite interesting actually. Just picture this, alright? Imagine if multiplayer was in Train Sim World, you know, you could have the Scotrail versus the original 158. You could have a race down the line. What track would probably be suitable for that? Well, if you had a bunch of players, it could be Munich. You know, race out of Munich, straight down the line. That's why I said Frankfurt would be such a great route release, because the amount of track that comes out of Frankfurt, woof, man. It's way bigger than Munich already in Train Sim World. It would be the biggest one, put it that way, if it did get released officially. I know there is a modder that's doing a mod one, so it's going to be good to see when that gets done. Because I've been calling for Frankfurt, I'm bun off for so long. I'm hoping for the loop underground section, but yeah, if they ever did do it. I just want to see more underground routes in Train Sim World, to be honest. We all know the reasons why New York, the New York subway is not getting added, because obviously the MTA license is very tight. And, you know, we know all the idiots that destroy it for the real rail fans. Yeah. The 158 is a 2-car. No, it's sorry folks. It's a free car, Chris. That is a free car. You can have more than 2 car. This will be the argument now, actually, for everybody. What do you think is the better 158? Look, I'll be honest with you guys. I really think it was a little bit rude for us to actually have had to have paid for this damn Loco again. I reckon they should have, at least done a free variant of it for the Scotrail, and they could have done the tweaks and everything. But obviously, they could do what they do with the timetable and just have it separate instead of having to pay for it again. I think it was a bit of a kick in the ass, to be honest. But we all know Dovetail's game by now, and it doesn't matter if it's their third parties or whatever. It's we all know they're money hungry son of a bitches. So it's like the announcement coming up. It's already been, they've already confirmed that they've already done the pre-recording for it and everything. And we all know it's just all the fancy bells and whistles, and there'll be some sort of bloody way they'll stuff it up. Don't worry about that. And we're going to have to wait fucking forever for our original routes to be transferred again, like the last 2 years. Like going in the Train Sim World 2 to 3 was bad, transferring over, but last year was a prick. And they want us to do it again? Here we go again, as they say. What's the easiest train to drive in Train Sim World? Probably is the 377. Probably is the 377. I'm a big fan of the manual 101, the British Rail 101. It's such a beautiful Loco. I've always been a big fan of that Loco. I just love the fact that the gears on it. It's it's good. Probably the 377s, the 375s, they're just so easy to drive. But I flogged the living crap out of 377s. So that's my all-time favourite route in Train Sim World is East Coast Way. Been calling for an update to it for so damn long. I would love to see an update, extended. Obviously, I want the extension, and they can't do the West Coast side of it. That's the West Coast Way side of it. That would have to be a separate route if they did that. Probably say definitely the 377 is the easiest train to drive. I can't conquer LZB PZB for the life of it, so I'd probably say that the German Locos are hard to drive for the fact that the PZB, LZB I've never been able to master. CIFA, that's fine. PZB, LZB beats me. It's 500 hertz thing, bloody 1000 hertz thing. It just shits the shit out of me. The hardest train to break, though, would definitely be the New Jersey Transit Loco, the AELP 46. It's just such a hard train to break. This one could be a bugger braking as well. This, seems to, you're coming in and it just wants to keep rolling. One thing that bugs me about this train is that there's always one bloody door that is still open at the end where you've got to close the doors, and you wonder why you can't bloody beat the timetable on this damn Loco, because there's always one door that closes afterwards. Apparently it's true to reality, so... Don't have the enhancements on this route at the moment. It's the simple fact I thought it might be conflicting with the new timetable, so I decided to keep it off for now. We're damn close to the next era anyway, so it's, don't really need it. Holmont's next, so it'll be the final stop on this trip. We're doing a short one here tonight. We're going to be taking this onto the Fired Circle for a free roam trip as well, folks. So yeah, I have got plans for that tonight. $385. Yeah, so next Sunday is the release of the Metro Stage 2. I'm up and down if I'm going or not at the moment. I'm not really a big fan of big crowds. You know, like I used to, but you know what? I used to battle the damn big crowds on New Year's Eve on Sydney Harbour for bloody multiple years on end. So, you know, until I became, you know, more known and I was in VIP spots every New Year's Eve on Sydney Harbour on a building, you know, DJing. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope West Coast Main Line is official, and I hope guard mode also is official. Because yeah, I've been talking about guard mode for the last 12 months pretty much, and I said to you guys, this would be a nice way. I'm not sure if it's going to be single player or if it's going to be a co-op situation, but like I said to you guys, if they're going to do guard mode, I got a feeling it might be single player at first, and then they might implement maybe a co-op mode later on down the track. I think it'll be a nice way to welcome something different into the sim. It's been teased, you know, like with little bits and pieces of, you know, showing you tickets and all that for quite a while now. So I think that was sort of like a appetizer to what's to come. So I hope it is a co-op mode, because it would bring in fresh new faces. Like streamers like myself could bring in a guest, you know, here and there. It'd be nice, you know, because yeah, obviously we can play together, and you know, we share the same passions, you know, for rail, and you know, one person could be the driver, could be the ticket holder, whatever. Just don't derail the train. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, no, it'll be nice to see if it is a co-op mode, but I don't think it will be. I think it'll be single player, and like I said, later down the track it'll be a co-op situation. By the time we get to Train SimWorld 6, we're already talking about it. I don't do mods for Train SimWorld. I have too much time already on my shoulders. I'm currently in the build of a Australian Real Brands texture mod for Supermarket Simulator, and that'll be my first mod on Supermarket Simulator. Not sure if I'm releasing it to the public yet or not, because what I'm doing at the moment is I'm working off the UK brands texture mod on Supermarket Simulator, and I'm just converting everything over into Australian brands and stuff that we have. And American Truck Simulator just takes up too much of my time, and I'm in and out of the studio all the time as well. I don't just do gameplay, I do real life shorts as well, so I'm out and about doing rail fanning, doing truck spotting, in and out of the studio. I'm a father of 2 kids, so yeah, a lot of time gets taken up. Well, one of my kids I get to see, and the other one's up in North Queensland, but a lot of time gets taken up with that as well. Even though my kid doesn't live with me, it's, you know, I spend a lot of my time on the phone and stuff. So yeah, no, nothing in regards to Train Sim World. I don't mod for it. If I did mod for it, I would find a way to fix up this damn pillar, like this motion blur that's in front here, and you know, all on this track here. It looks absolutely terrible. I would fix up the writing on the sides of the tracks, and you know, just a lot of the problems that do exist. Man, if we could find a way to fix micro shading, yeah, I think we've all been trying to figure out one for 7 years now. Yeah, the reason why they don't... Oh, man. The reason why they don't have the Southwest trains in the sim is because they're not officially licensed for Train Sim World. I know that Dovetail has the license because they do it on Train Sim Classic. So it's just a matter of if they're going to eventually do it or not. I don't know. I'd like to see the Portsmouth Direct... well, now that London Eastern... now we are getting it in the sim. I don't see why they wouldn't put Portsmouth in eventually. But a lot of people don't really want to see the copy and paste Train Sim Classic sort of shit, you know, like I know we've had a hell of a lot of it, Birmingham Cross City, Goblin Line, even though that's a portion of what Train Sim Classic has. Brighton Mainline's another one. Great Western Railway. There's a lot. But yeah, the Great Western Railway was a great release. Obviously, it was the first ever DLC in Train Sim World history. So, not only the first UK route in Train Sim World history, but the first DLC in Train Sim World history was the Great Western Express, they call it, even though it's the Western Main Line. We know it's the Western Main Line. Anyway, 2P35 Edinburgh to wherever we were going then. It's a platinum medal. Right. It is time for our nice little free roam right now, so we can choose to stop at stops and whatnot. Just, you know, something I normally do on Train Sim Classic is I just do free roam and just turn it into a timetable run, you know. So that's what we'll do. We'll go and sprawn on foot because we're on the fired circle. And we will we'll come out of... Oh, should we do the coast run? We should do the coast run. Yeah, I'll do the coast run. I'll go up to here. We'll do afternoon service, I reckon. We'll do normal weather. We'll do a nice clear day. Alright, here we go. This should be fun. We have the... Do I have the enhancement pack installed? Yes. Oh, hang on. Crap. Yes, I do. Hang on. Everything's just blurry at the moment. It's just got to load in. Oh, there we go. Right. That's the wrong side. We want to go on this side. Is this the station that I want to get on? Yep, good. Right. Let's spawn it in. Scotrail Express. You know what? Troy, you might be able to get what you wanted right now, actually. We're gonna do it right now. Let's see what we can do. Huh? Why is this, I bet you there's a damn train on its way. This better not be a case of we're not allowed to have it on this route. I bet you it's going to be a case of we can't have it on the route. I've had this happen multiple times. Oh, okay. Alright. Lets me do it on this one. Okay. You know what, Loco, I'd like to see from Southwest Trains, if they ever did do one, would be the 444. 444 I love to see in Train Sim World. Okay.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed.
Okay, so we have the Southwest, well, sorry, East Midland, it's the same damn colour. East Midlands trains, 155, 158. And now we have the Scotrail. Okay, this system I wish they would do too. This is the, I think this is also another way you could put in the PSI. Actually, I think that might be the other way, the way to actually put in the PSI. I wish they would implement that. That'd be so cool. Here's your cab heater and all that. Here's your fire safety manual override. That's, yeah, reality obviously. Right, I will put this in, turn the key first up. Put the crew lights on. No, we don't need those. I'll put that in reverse. Okay. Put the daylights in. Automatic couple should be on, so we should be able to get it on automatically. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay. All right.
Please keep personal belongings with you at all.
Well, that was successful. Very good. Now we shall set the path. Okay. There goes a 170. Oh, we could, eh? We could do that. Is there... Oh, there is too. Oh, yes. We could actually go down through that way if we want to. That would be really cool. We've never been down through that way either in Fired Circle, so let's do it. Confirm that. Alright, we're going to go down to the Linlithgow. So we're going the opposite way. I haven't done this in Train Sim World. I forgot about the other way you could come into the Fired Circle. Can't in Train Sim Classic, obviously. Right. Obviously, we have the enhancement pack from London Midland and all that for this route, folks. So it is nicer than what Rivet Games run out. We all know that they completely stuffed it. We'll remove that train. We'll start that now. Waiting for a signal now. Hopefully we will be able to get the signal. If not, I'll have to try to figure out if I can put it on the other side of the track again. What's going on? I haven't got DRA off, haven't I? Oh, you know what it could be. Actually, the other Loco could have that on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Let me just get out of here for a second, actually, and see if it is actually. No, that's the Scotrail one. So what's going on? That could be actually the case. I think the DVD, the lock could be on this one. Which it is. Be on this end too. I think it is. Should have actually thought about that.
The yellow line at all times. Trains pass through this station at high speed and can cause turbulence.
Ah, it's all fun and games when you're trying something new. And don't ask me why I haven't got a road map there, but you know me, folks. I don't really worry about the maps and there, like all the collectibles, because I get the automatic mystery unlocker mod. So yeah, that doesn't really bother me. Okay, we've still got a damn red signal. Okay, I think I might have to change this. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not going to work. I don't think this is actually going to work at all. Anyway. Alright, so we did load those two because we're... Yeah, what the hell? We can't even put it on this side of the track. Unfortunately, this is not going to work, folks. I'll have to figure that one out offline and see if I can get something ready for tomorrow night. Right, let's continue. I'll go back to Fired Circle. You know what? I'm going to try again. Let's get it come out of Edible Waverley. We'll just go 10 AM. Fuck it. Come on, unlock. What the hell? Open up. Man. Tight pussy on there. Right. Hopefully we'll be able to get something up and running now. Let's put on all safety systems. Right, keep the DRA on for now. We will see if we can spawn ourselves a location. I think that's where we were up. Yeah, Kirk Henley earlier. Yep, we're good. We're good. We're good to go. All right, let's rock and roll. We'll keep that off for now. Let's open up those doors and get ready for our passengers to board the train. There we go. So we've got a six car this time. I don't know if there's any Creators Club paint jobs for this, but seriously, why would you want to have Creators Club paint jobs for it when, you know, you already got a 158 in the game? To be honest, yeah, I had to go at this on Friday before go on this on Friday before I went, and I gave you guys a video, first look video of it. Normally I don't have time to normally do that, so normally I only have time to do the introductions if they release the release DLCs on Fridays. See, what happened is all our releases of DLCs, if they say they're a Tuesday release in the UK, they're a Wednesday morning release for us here in Australia. The Thursday releases are a Friday morning for us here in Australia. They release at 3 a.m. For PC Steam. Epic Games usually release at midnight, and in the summer months here in Australia, where it's winter in the UK, it changes. Like it's like stupid hour in the morning, like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, they release overnight. But I wish Dovetail. This is one thing that really pees me off about. You know, I wish Dovetail had a agreement with the console companies and the piece and had a better relationship with PC Steam and Epic, and they could all come up with an agreement where the releases would be at the same time. And currently at the moment the releases for console are at 7 p.m. local time, so I would love to see that sort of scenario. So when Train Sim World 5 releases, for instance, or whatever they want to call it this year, Rush Hour 2.0, whatever the fancy bullshit is, we all know it's the same shit, same spell, only trying to suck, you know, everyone's money out of their asshole again, and you know we know all this. But obviously we're getting 3 core routes, so it does work out better. Obviously we've got to get the deluxe edition again, because we get the extra 2 Locos, yeah, the German one and the UK one. So either the 350 is a bonus or the Planolino is a bonus. One or the other will be a bonus. The German, well, there's massive rumours that we're getting the ICE 4. I hope it is the case. I don't agree with Richie Rails with the route though. I'd love to see something out of Berlin or Frankfurt. I hope it is Frankfurt, because I've been begging for Frankfurt for so long, and if they're going to include Frankfurt, got to have that underground section. But I have been talking to you guys about them doing a remastered Munich Osberg, where they would include the S-Bahn underground section in Munich, and it'll go to OST Bahnhof Munich station. It's on the other side. And then they would extend it down to the Munich airport, and that's the only section I think that makes more sense to happen. And don't put it past them at actually happening, because obviously, yeah, we've got 180 something kilometre route in the sim already. So, and the scenery is not too full on actually going out to Munich airport, so yeah, it can be done. I still hope that is the German route, actually, the remastered Munich Osberg, and then obviously, you know, they could finally bring in that. My theory is that Dovetail are going to finally release the 420 that was on the roadmap from Train Sim Germany. It was original Train Sim Germany project, and I think that because Dovetail have asked Train Sim Germany for so many favors in the past, I think they're going to pay the favor and say we're going to take and they're going to take. Well, obviously Train Sim Germany might have turned around and said we'd like you guys to finish off our project. So maybe the BR420. I hope that's not the case, because if Dovetail's taken over their project, they could actually stuff it up with something that was actually probably going to be nice. But yeah, my theory is because they've already said that the memory's completely shot on the Mutic, and the Brighton Mainline's the other route that is actually the same scenario. I think that we could end up eventually getting a remastered of that too. That won't be a standard, of course, but yeah, I think a remastered makes a lot of sense. Where obviously they could bring in the 700s and all that officially. That could be a way to actually get the 712 car in before they decide to do the south section of East Coast Mainline. The front of the train looks like a face, headlights and eyes, and the doors are its nose. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people think sort of things like that, you know, when they see trains in real life as well, you know, they sort of, you know, put a picture to it, you know, and that's understandable. We all got fancy, you know, things going through our heads of, you know, what we think the Locos look like. I've got a lot of names for the Tangara here in Sydney. One of them is Red Rattler Death Killer. But, you know, your favourite Locos are always going to be, you know, retiring sooner or later. Unfortunately, my one was when I was a child. The Red Rattler, you know, was my favourite train when I was a kid here in Sydney. It had wind. The only thing I didn't like about it is it was stinking hot inside the train, so there was no air conditioning. That's one of the reasons why they did retire. The case sets I actually thought that were retired here in Sydney actually aren't actually retired, which I'm quite surprised about. I'm not sure what route they run on, but yeah, they are very ultra rare. Anyway, the case sets. But somebody actually did tell me that they are retired, so I don't know what to believe. But I did actually mention it to a few of the people I was talking to when the Vivid was on, because I had the privilege at Vivid not to actually go downstairs with all the guards people and everything to do the videos and stuff and photos and stuff. So yeah, I was quite, because I went on the Techno train, which was a very special train here in Sydney, part of Vivid for 2024 it was, and yeah, it was great, and I got the privilege to do the videos down the bottom and that, and man, they were talking so much crap, the workers, but typical rail stuff. Why is the TGV? Southeastern High Speed is actually part of the channel route. It actually goes over to France. So that's why that is true to reality. TGVs run to the route in real life. So yeah, that particular section of the Southeastern High Speed is the channel, is part of the channel route that goes to France. So if you played Train Sim Classic, there is actually, I'm not sure if it's for sale anymore, but I did a gameplay video here a fair while ago, a couple of years ago, about a year, maybe 2 years ago. I think it was a couple of years ago actually. It'll be amongst my Train Sim Classic playlist here on my YouTube channel. You'll see that I've done some gameplay of the channel route that actually goes from St Pancras Station. And I had a TGV, I had a Eurostar actually, I had a Eurostar TGV. And yeah, it was a bloody, good trip. It was about 40-45 minutes inside the tunnel, going under the channel. So yeah, it was quite cool. But it goes to France, and that's the reason why the TGV is in there. God knows if Train Sim will eventually bring the Eurostars in. If they ever done the Eurostar, man, that would be such a I don't know what people would think because being in a tunnel for 45 minutes non-stop, I think that sort of won't appeal to everybody. Even though the hardcore rail fans will be like, wow, this is awesome. But it's pretty straightforward, and if people hate the East Coast way already, they're going to hate that. It's just pretty basic. It's not really much going for it. But yeah, the true rail fans will be like, oh wow, this is awesome, this will be the first UK route that actually, you know, you can go to another country, and I think it makes a lot of sense that, you know, that'll be the one that'll happen. What other route goes to another country from the UK? I don't, obviously if it's, you know, to Scotland, that's West Coast, East Coast, that's obvious. But yeah, going under the water to France is quite a good one. Oop, better slow down, Aussie. I'm gonna fly. And I wouldn't be doing that in real life. There we go. My apologies. Yeah, so TGV reason why is because yeah, that's the channel route. Well, part of it is. Or the high speed section is. The HSTs you see on there, they run up through the Midlands. So if you see those, they used to run up the Midlands. So obviously they've been replaced now. Like the Class 800s or something run through there. I will eat you. Hello to you. How are you? Hopefully that answers your question, Troy. So yeah, it's part of the channel route. So I don't know if when you get to the end station on the high speed section, you see the overhead that goes over the top on the like your, say for instance you're coming in from St Pancras way, you see the overhead on the other side there, that's the line going over the top. That's actually part of the channel that continues along the channel, and I think it's like 5, 10, 15 minutes later and you're actually start at the tunnel and you're going to the tunnels, and it's just like tunnel for like 40, 45 minutes. Before you come up the other side of it, and yeah, it's pretty decent. The route on Train Sim Classic that I did have, it was a decent, I think it was about an hour and 20, hour and a half, something like that. It was a pretty decent run, and speeds up to 300 kilometers per hour. It's just incredible. Obviously, that's slow for a TGV. 300 kilometers. I think I'm gonna get past that station actually. No, we'll continue. Let's get up in the Wiltons. Here we go. That might be another thing why it's dropping my frames tonight too, because I've also downloaded the UK, the Germany, and the US texture mod for all the trees and like all the other stuff. So it makes it more nicer. We got the signal improvements as well from London Midland. That was one of the first mods in Train Sim World 4 actually. I'm quite surprised it hasn't been updated actually. Yeah, it's been working quite fine throughout the Train Sim World 4 era. See, look at the blurriness along the tracks here as well, along the lines there. Like, there's one thing I'm asking you guys. How do you get rid of all this blur? So it doesn't look like that. It shouldn't look like that. It's just very, like, I think we wouldn't even have that sort of blur even in Train Sim Classic. I've never experienced anything like it. It's just been happening in this era of Train Sim World. I've had no problems on any other era of Train Sim World. I've just, like I said, we had an update around May, and it's been happening since around then, and just doesn't really suit me at all. I just don't like it. I like things to be very detailed. You know, we're in 2024, and the Scotrail logo, when you're this far out, it doesn't look clean at all. Like on the side of that train, even on the front train there, it should look clean. You know, that just doesn't appeal to me. You know, you should be able to see that clean. Also, the one at the back there, you should be able to see that nice and clean. You know, like it's, yeah. For me, personally, I just find it a complete shock and, like, mess. What frames does it stress? You know, like, it's damn text. It should be smooth and clean, yeah? Imagine if you went to the motor registry office, you know, you had to do the, you know, the letters. They always tell you to read this line. Imagine if you had to read this line. Can you read this line, please? Yeah, can you read this line? Second one, please. The second train. I can't see it. It's too blurry. You know what I mean? I make it like a comedian, don't I? I just like gotta really put it in there. If I wasn't banned from the forums, unfortunately I'm banned from the forums because they banned my IP. Then yeah. But the only reason they banned my IP is because I spoke my mind about the damn issues about these motion blurs and all that. I actually blasted them about it. I said enough's enough. This is bullshit. This has gone on way too long. It was more so also with the passenger behaviour that's been happening pretty much since Suffragette line was released. Like, you know, we get a brand new route release, especially the Goblin line, the London Overground Suffragette line is one of the greatest releases of this era, and you go and destroy it by the passenger behaviour. Passengers on the tracks. That was a Train Sim World 1 classic thing. Here on the Fight Circle was the route. This was the route that actually had the passengers on the tracks in Train Sim Classic. It still happens today. I'm not sure if they've been fixed or not. I haven't been on it for Train Sim Classic for a while, but I know last time I was on it, they were still on the tracks circling around. The passengers coming in and out of the train circling around. And then as soon as you close the doors, they decide to jump out of the train. There's the airport. Or whatever portion of it's in it. Why haven't they got the ICE on the Southeastern High Speed? That's a good question, isn't it? Yeah, that is a good question. So I think they do run on real life too, as far as I'm aware. Actually, no, I don't think they do. Because they're German. And the channel routes, And it goes to France. Oh, I'll have to double check that. Don't forget, folks, we are live streaming tomorrow night with All Aboard Live, episode 98. So we've got a couple hours of Train Sim World again. I'll post the stream up later today. We'll mix it up tomorrow and do some stuff. So I'm not sure what I've got on the cards yet. At least I got this one up and going. Like I want to get it here on the fired circle. So another great Loco on here. We've taken the Flying Scotsman through here before as well. HSTs have been through here. The 801s, 800s, they've been through here. That reminds me, actually, I've got to get that damn timetable back. So we're live tomorrow night with All Aboard Live from 8 PM in the east coast of Australia, 7:30 PM South Australia. Sorry. Tomorrow night's Monday, isn't it? We're on half an hour earlier than tonight. So half an hour earlier than the times I just gave you. Anyway, we're about to hit the big bridge. Here we go. Fourth bridge. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be awesome. Let you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy this one. This is gonna be awesome. The first time I've done it in this angle. There's a 170 going over the bridge too. Got the brakes on, eh? Just trying to bring it down to the speed. They've done a bloody good job on this bridge, I'll tell you that much. And it was good to see that they put the bridges in the background as well. Yeah, when I first seen the first screenshots of it, actually, I was like, where's the bridge in the background? Where's it? Fifth bridge or third bridge or something like that. Yeah, I was like, where's the bridges? The other bridges are not there. And then I got confirmed by somebody that they were. I'm like, okay, thank Christ, because, yeah, they weren't going to put those in. I would have been jumping up and down and was going, well, you've screwed the whole area up. There's the mystery. Who let the sharks out? Do, Jaws. All right, that was lots of fun. They were in Horizon, Forza Horizon 4, were they? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the ministry on this route, the Shark. Pretty sure it is. So yeah, All Aboard Live tomorrow night, episode 98, live from 7:30 PM South Australia, Queensland, New South Wales. Sorry. Man, let me start again. I've had a big day. I've been up since early. We're live tomorrow night, Monday the 29th of July 2024, with Train Sim World 4 from 7:30 PM Eastern Standard Time, East Coast of Australia. So that's Queensland, New South Wales, ACT, Victoria, Tasmania. South Australia, 7:30 PM. Wouldn't be normal on the Tuesday, Wednesday night. We don't normally stream on a Sunday night, folks. So the only reason we're streaming tonight is because we're checking out the one. This is the first time I've been able to live stream the 158. So we're on an extra night this week. Obviously, we'll be on Etra when Train Sim World 5 releases. We'll be all over the place with our times and streams and stuff. As always, we'll bring you the introduction tutorials at the launch of Train Sim World 5. I don't really do scenarios. You know I hate scenarios. So scenarios are not really a big thing for me. $7 p.m. South Australia and 5:30 p.m. in Western Australia, 10:30 a.m. UK, 11:30 a.m. Central Europe, 5:30 a.m. Eastern States of the USA and Toronto and Canada as well, and we'll be live at 2:30 a.m. in the West Coast of USA and in British Columbia, Canada, and 6:30 p.m. Japan, 9:30 p.m. New Zealand. So that's all aboard live tomorrow night, episode 98. Then we're live on Tuesday with Choo Choo Tuesdays with another couple of hours of Train Sim World. It will be Train Sim World this week. After last week we had Train Sim Classic. We'll bring to you Train Sim Classic in a couple of weeks. By the way, that bloody German route from RSSLO that I wanted to get you guys, it released the same bloody day as the 158. I was so spewing. I woke up on the Friday morning and I thought, you know what, I reckon that bloody new that new German route's been released for Train Sim Classic, and yep, it was. And then they released the Just Trains extension of the Southwestern Railway as well to Steam. I know it's been released for a few months now, for a fair few months now, for on the Just Trains website. I say to you guys, don't buy it on Steam if you see it late it's new. Go to the Just Trains website and buy it from there, because you'll get more scenarios, you'll get more value for it for the same price. I haven't bought the route on Just Trains either, so I got the original route, so I could get it. So, but at the moment, money's pretty damn tight at the moment. Thomas the Tank Engine Class 377, is there? Oh, Chris, Chris may be able to look into that and let me know if it is actually there. Oh, I can have a look at the 377s later on. There'll be no plans for that today. So we are doing 158 only today. I can have a look at that in the next 24 hours. I may be able to do something tomorrow. I was thinking of taking a 377 trip tomorrow anyway on the East Coast way. So we'll see if I can get something going. Don't forget, next month, folks, well, actually, will it be next month or will it be September? I think it might be in September, actually, depending when they get a launch Train Sim World 5. A couple of days before the release of Train Sim World 5, we'll bring to you once again, folks, our special live stream that we do every single year, folks. It is an annual year tradition. We'll bring to you our 2023-2024 Train Sim World Top 5 Countdown, and we'll bring to you the best 5 routes, in my opinion, from number 5 all the way to the best route, I reckon, released in this era of Train Sim World. So the last 12 months of DLC train route releases, not locos, train routes. So what will join the likes of the Hemstrucker Run Rule as the number 1 route in Train Sim World 1, the best route in Train Sim World 2, the Brighton Main Line, and the best route in Train Sim World 3, the Lincoln Run Strucker. Who will join their Hall of Fame as the best route of Train Sim World 4? We'll find out at around September, just before, a couple days before the release of the next era of Train Sim World. And even if it's still Train Sim World 4, we'll still do it because we always do it even if there's 2 years of the same damn number of the sim. So... Well, back then we used to do a half year, like a halfway countdown. And just like, one of the routes was, I think, was voted #1 or something like that. And then it didn't even make the top 5 eventually in the Train Sim World 3 era. I'm going to definitely look into that because Thomas the Tank Engine Class 377, this sounds quite hilarious. Sounds good. Sounds good, actually. I haven't done it on a 377. Normally they're on the Steam Locos. Even though when they were doing the Thomas the Tank Engine and that, when it was only the first Steam Loco that was released at the time, when they did do those, they actually were built on the bigger engine, which actually wasn't Thomas, because Thomas is the smaller engine and Gordon's the big engine. So. You're gonna get me started with the damn theme now. Oh no. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I gotta get copyright now. Oh my god. I've watched a few comedies of Thomas, them bagging the crap out of Thomas the Tank Engine actually. I did mention the one here last week or week before actually about one of them coming in with a protest or something, and there was like a bunch of women, and he's like, oh, Thomas turned around and said, he's like, what a bunch of lesos. Typical Aussie comedy. It's a British and Aussie comedy is very similar. Like, we've just got our broad mind. Got to have a laugh here and there. It's just, you know, laughter is a medicine. Best medicine of the world is laughter. I'll tell you that much. If you're down and out, yeah. Always got to have a good laugh somehow. Man, what the hell's that grass on the back there, man? It was like seriously needed to be cutted by the local council. Get the whippersnipper out. What would I type into the Creators Club that would bring up that Loco quicker, Troy? What would be the best way of going about it? Because when I'm always searching for something, I'll just go to the search thing and just type in something. So what would be the easiest way of going about doing that? Because sometimes it's hard to find some people's creative stuff, and like I type in, for instance, earlier tonight. What did I type in? I was looking for something earlier tonight and I typed it in and it just wasn't coming up at all. I was like, that's weird. Transport for London, yeah, there's Is that the overground one, Chris? I think I already got that downloaded. It's not really. I think the paint job's a little bit more paler than the original one anyway. It's not a Zack. You can see how much better this route looks with the the enhancement pack and the UK vegetation mod. It's just so much better. This is what River Games should have done in the first place, you know, had all this beautiful vegetation on the side. So when it comes to my truck simulation, like I do the AI traffic and the freight market, well, standalone trucks, trailers in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck as well. And I always look for the real companies, real brands, you know, not just from Australia. I know I've got a lot of Australian reference in it, but you know, every time there's a new DLC in American Truck Simulator, at the moment I'm actually in the background planning my third pack of the standalone trailer pack, because I am, we're obviously getting the new DLC soon, so I am currently in the mix of looking for the real companies, trucking companies and all that of the new DLC. I've started looking into the companies and that for Greece as well. So it's all in the pipeline. It's all in the background, and we've got a damn red signal up here. What the hell's going on up here? This better not be a case where we're going to get stuck just like we did at the start of the stream. Oh no, we're all good. We're all good. Not the start of the stream, my apologies. When I tried to get the run up here a little bit further to go down to Edinburgh Waverley. Anyway. Actually, that might be the reason why we couldn't get it up and running before, because I wasn't going to Edinburgh Waverley, wasn't I? I was going to that other location that we've seen. Here now, look at that. There we go. So I got some custom engine lines in the engine that actually gives all this. And you can do like a Tour de France type thing, you know. You can have the helicopter up like this, you know. You come in and say that this is the what you know what they're like with all their churches in the Tour de France. One thing I like about the Tour de France is the stacks. I remember the year when the guy stacked it into the fence, and like 40 stitches later. That's the car swerved and he was like, whoa. Look at that, you can full see a square patch in the water there. That's how bad that is. What is this, the section where the fence line is? So this is, the sharks can't go in that area, so this is your swimming area right here. Yeah, E2, that's right. Hey David, how you going? You got both trains for trains and more. Oh yeah, you got both of the new ones. Yep. The Class 380 is an absolutely fantastic Loco, isn't it? I'll probably have to say that that's definitely the best individual DLC Loco so far for this era. I have to say so far because my baby's coming next. My baby's coming next. The 101. And do you think I'm going to be professional with it? No, of course not. I already said to you guys, I can't master PCB, LZB, let alone an expert version. I'm glad there's an option where we can actually turn off all the safety systems on the new one. I'm just glad the 101's getting an update, actually. This has been the best sounding Loco in Train Sim World ever, like for donkeys now. So for this to get completely updated as well as getting the expert part of it added to the sim is, yeah, mind-blowing. Oh, we might actually get this same damn issue actually now. We've got a red signal up here. We'll soon find out if we've got a Loco in front. I will slow it down and bring that to a stop. That should be right now. We'll have a look and see if what we've got in front. Yep, we just got a little Loco up in front there. Looks like another... looking at that, it's probably some small Loco. Just some getting used to, is it? Yep. I find it not too bad actually. It's yeah, it's all right for me. Is that a plane? Where is that? Where is that? You all hear that, do you? There's a golf course just there. Holy crap! I didn't know Tiger Woods was in town, but anyway. I should say Colin McGrollery actually, because it's in Scotland, isn't it? He's probably long retired now, isn't he, Colin McGrollery? I remember he used to always have the real angry face. Reminds me of the Prince Charles of golf. Oh, he's angry. Cyril Smith, how you going? Just want to see a Thomas the Tank. Like, I know they've Dovetail have done the crazy shit in the past. Excuse the French, but the Olympics are on at the moment. Anyway, I know they've done the toy train in the past, like with the toy train that's in the like Christmas one we had a couple of years ago. Which I found to be stupid when it was first announced, but then actually turned out to be pretty good. Actually, it was fun. I know they've thinked outside the box before, but would you guys like to see a Thomas the Tank Engine for real in Train Sim World if they got the licensing and stuff? That, you know, it'd be good to see. I reckon, you know, break up a bit of the realism in the game. I know that some people are up and down about fantasy stuff in the sim, but you know, we've had the damn toy train in the sim, so I don't see why it wouldn't be out of place. Yeah, I find the brakes not too bad on the 380. It's I find the brakes on the 158 to be, like this Loco, to be pretty difficult. More so when you're more higher speed. I find that the braking's not too bad when you're in low speed, but when you're in, like, coming in full bolt into the train station, I find the braking to be very terrible. Oh man, when I learnt my lesson big time when the first 158 got released on the Midland Main Line. I missed the station by miles, and that was back in the days when you couldn't pass the station getting a fail. And speaking of Locos, here we go. Here we got the Flying Scotsman. Nice, 47 on the other end. All right. So tonight, folks, I'm using the jet wash enhancement, and the God mode is back on, and we've got the God mode just there. So yeah, I'm dropping frames tonight, having these back on. But I've been having a lot of motion problems with the sim lately. I'm finding that the lines on, like even the lines on the side here, are really blurry, like a little bit further up. I'm also finding the blurriness on the sides of the trains, and even on the tracks, they just look shocking. So I've been trying to ask the community, or figure out what line do I need to put into the custom engine to conquer that. I have been looking at some references and stuff. See, I can still go to the Dovetail forums through my mobile phone, not using my IP, because they've banned my IP. So I'm using my mobile phone with the normal credit, and finding it that I can actually talk to, not talk, but I can go into the forums and have a look at some things that I need references for, like trying to figure out how to fix this damn motion blur that's been really pissing me off. Like, motion blur is off. Like, I've disabled it and everything. I've even put in the custom lines in the into the engine that actually does eliminate it. And why am I not moving all of a sudden? I've got DRA on ever. I must be on a hill. No? 0.0? Okay. That's weird. Maybe the back was on a hill a bit. Yeah, I'll say the back was on a hill. You can see it. There's nothing there. Is there? Okay. There's nothing there, Chris. So there's no Thomas the Tank Engine paint job? Okay. I can check that out later on. That's all good. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see the bug on top of the Loco. Like, you zoom out, you can see it on the top of the train. Hopefully Dovetail, well, it's Skyhook, isn't it? Hopefully they have been noted about that, and hopefully we do get a patch before the release of Train Sim World 5 for that. But I think because we are so damn close to it now, are we going to get a patch for it prior to that? I hope so. But like, you'll see it when you go flying past here. They'll pop up. There it goes. See? One, and there'll be another one. Yep, and there should be another one as well. There you go. Look at that. That's the middle of the train popping upwards. That needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. Unfortunately, it's a bug. I did see somebody else on the Dovetail. Was it the forum? No, sorry, it was at Twitter, at X. I replied to the guy and I said, yeah, you're 100% correct. I'm just seeing it myself now. I said if I was able to go to the forums, I would report it. Apparently he can't either because he's got the same problem. I thought, yep, that's right. Yep, of course Dovetail, every time you ask them the hardcore questions and everything, of course they're going to ban you from the forums. They don't like it when you speak the truth. What do you think Colonel Sam doesn't work there anymore? He got fired from the job, even though they didn't mention that he got fired from the job. And the reason why he doesn't work there no more is because, yeah, he did get fired because he always spoke the truth. He spilled the beans years ago about the memory problems that Train Sim World would have later in the future. And yeah, has he proven that to be correct? You betcha. I love this angle though. This is if this was official in the game, I think a lot of people would be satisfied. I like how we can pan up like this. This is really awesome. Anyway, I better start slowing down because we are coming into the final stop. You know what? I might actually get away from the 158 on our final trip, folks. Let's take a little short trip on the Cav Kart Circle Line with the 380, yeah? You know me, folks. I've been a big fan of the Cav Kart Circle Line for quite a long time, and seeing it remastered is absolutely fantastic. Is it eligible for this top 5? No, it's not, because it's originally a Train Sim World 2 release. The Long Island Railroad version 2 is because it had an extension and everything, and it was completely rebuilt, and it was a paid DLC, so that is eligible in the top 5. Will it be number 1? We'll find out. There's some very, very good contenders for the route of Train Sim World 4 era, I have to say, at the moment. Blackpool Branch is a contender. The Suffragette line is a contender. That's the London Overground. The Long Island Railroad version 2 is a contender. The East Coast Main Line. There's a few ones that have definitely speak volumes. Anyway, that is the end of the trip. All right, let's go back to the main menu. Very good. Okay. Nice little free roam up there on the fired circle. Oh, I needed that big drink. I talked too long. Yep, that's been noted, I think, already by Dovetail anyway. I'm pretty sure they've gotten back to it, because others have been saying the same thing, so I'm pretty sure that somebody would have definitely reported it. If not, then seriously, wake up, community. But knowing the community, they would have gotten on top of it. Right. That's why I don't really bother with the forums anymore, because, like, I'll be honest with you guys, there is a lot of dribble on there, a lot of dribble, and just like, you know, if you speak the wrong type of thing, you're always gonna have some critic out there that's gonna have a cry, like, all right, this is all part of life, folks. There's always gonna be, like I said, it doesn't really get to me anymore, because I'm like, you're always going to have your critics. You're always going to have your negative people. You're always going to have your positive people. That's just, you know, part of life. Unfortunately, we live in a world that, you know, we're in a more social environment now than what we like. If you're as old as me, I'm in my 40s. You know, when we were kids, we didn't have mobile phones or any shit like that. We had Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels. That's what we freaking had. Lego. Yeah. And of course, we had, you know, fun at the beach. I still had fun at the beach. Don't worry about that. I was like, ooh, yeah. I'm joking. All right. Cav Car Circle Line. Let's do it. I know there's a little 158 one here also on this route. So I'll see how I go for time. I might pop one in later. 9:33 service. Let's do an evening service. I haven't done a night one on here yet, eh? 21... Yeah, 21:45. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll do it on a cloudy night. All right, here we go. So yeah, that bug's definitely been noted already, Chris. Don't forget, folks, hit that subscribe button on top there and turn the notification bell on. You'll be notified just before we go live and when we are officially live. Sometimes we're a little bit earlier than the hour. Sometimes we're a little bit late, depending on, you know, how my computer reacts. And yeah, all the bills are up to date. So yeah, finally paid the bill for the internet 2 months after. Anyway. It is a bit blurry in here at the moment. Just wait for that to pop in. Okay. Right, let's turn the key. And unlock those doors. This will be our first night run on the remastered Cav cart too, so I'll be able to see those. I've been talking about this damn bridge down here that's been updated actually. Let's make sure that get all the DSD, Chris. DSD. It's not DVD, DSD. Okay, so that lights on. Marker lights, night lights, done. Okay, let's get up. Just gonna bring that in. Okay, done. Give that a test. Speaker volume, sorry. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, done. Right. Holy crap, are we coming out of the far platform? Oh my god, I don't think we've ever come out of here before, but this is, it's gotta be a first. You little ripper. Oh, we've got one of the Crowds Club ones over here. Since 1988, holy crap, I would have been like 6 years old. At the end of the year I would have been, because yeah, my birthday's always late in the year. Okay. That's a good thing about having a birthday in October, folks. After a couple months after that, it is Christmas. And then my daughter's birthday is a bloody month after mine. The worst thing about it is my daughter's birthday is about 5-6 weeks before Christmas every bloody year, and it's like, oh yes, this is the money year. This is the money side of the year. But it also works out good because, you know, it gives you enough time to actually save up for, you know, all this stuff. Pollock Shields West is the first stop. First night run on the remastered Cav car, so this will be lots of fun. Apparently the lights are all been redone on here. Oh yeah, look at that. Check out that. All the lights underneath there. Oh wow, even that bridge has got lighting now. Wow, check out that. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a photo of that. I like the lights under there. That's, yeah, quite unique. Get some light inside. No. Alright, we'll leave it off. Give you guys a bit of the dark side of the force to finish it off. I don't know if it's me. I think I would have liked to have seen these lights actually further up the track. Like you can see further up the track, like a high beam. Like that's what I would like to see with the lighting. Just not full blinding, you know, like this dimness, but further. That's what I want to see. Quite cold at the moment here in Sydney. It's currently 9 Celsius. 9:44 p.m. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go train spotting this week actually, because like this new Metro Stage 2 is opening next Sunday, and it's going to be a big day. I know there's going to be a hell of a lot of people. I know there's going to be other rail fans out there. Chad that normally comes on the stream. Chad hasn't been on tonight, actually. But Chad did mention on one of my recent videos that I posted on the weekend, it was quite nice, so I thank you very much for that. Yeah, Chad, I'm gonna, next time I actually do speak to him, I will ask him if he's actually planning on going in to the opening. I'd probably most likely say he would be. I know the main dude that covers the trains here in Sydney, that gets all the bloody views, he'll be definitely there. But he more documents it in a, like, the long format videos. Like me, I just do shorts, you know, short formats. That's it. I'll occasionally, you know, like if I'm doing a train station tour, it'll be in a normal format, and you know, it'll be so long. I will be doing station tours of each of the new metro stations when things. I'm going to do it when it's more quiet, like give it, you know, a month or two until it starts settling down, and then I'll start doing them when it's more convenient. I'll pick a certain day and that, you know, and the time and all that. It might be a bit difficult in the city. You know, crowds and, yeah, people. Shouldn't be too bad if I do it on like a weekday and it's, you know, not too many people at the station, but yeah. I don't care what others think about it if they see it. Like, it doesn't bother me, because it's like, well, I'm just doing my passion. This is my job. Yeah, it's what I do. So at the moment, yeah, the YouTube channel is what's making me extra money. It's not as much as I would like it to be, but it's still, you know, a little bit here and there. I thought I was actually up to the threshold this month, but it actually turns out I'm only $8 off it. Fucking hell. It was still a great month, though. It was still a great month. But, yeah, it turns out now that's happened, I'm going to be receiving a big pay again. But I'm also going to be receiving bigger tax. Speaking of tax, actually, I haven't got my group certificate from Google this year so far. I have to... Oh, shit. Have they got my old address still? I'll have to double check that, actually. My grid certificate might have been sent to the old house. Shite. Alright, we've got a red signal. So we're waiting for that. Don't ask me why. Why that is happening. Yeah, that's weird. Why have we got a red signal? Is there a bug? Fucking I hope not. Okay. Just wondering why there's a bug. Why there's a issue here? I'm just thinking, is this train next to me conflicting it? That's weird. Ah, nah. No, it's alright. The train's just coming through here now. I think this train's gone through my track. Yep, that's what's happened. That was a 158. That's a 158. Okay. So that's obviously come out of the portal. So it's a 158. Yeah, because it came down through the straight there. So I'm pretty sure that runs down West Coast. Yeah, I'm back in the fur coat tonight, even though I got the coil heater on tonight. I was stinking damn cold. Yeah, Formula One's going to be on in about an hour, isn't it? Spa, one of my favourite races actually, Spa. So it's been a bit wet there this weekend. Hopefully it's not raining today. Verstappen will have to come from 10th place today. I don't like his chances because, yeah, he hasn't been going too well as of late. Man, those McLarens have been quite good lately. But isn't Charles? I think Charles Leclerc's actually back up there for this race, eh? It's good to see him back up because, yeah, the last few races he's been not that good. But yeah, no, as much as I'm a Max Verstappen fan, I sort of do get bored with the races, you know, the same old, you know, continuous winner, the same person. You know, I'm liking it at the moment. You know, it's different winners, and yeah, it's been quite a good mixed bag over the last few races. So I'm quite liking it at the moment. I reckon the UK race was hands down one of the greatest Formula One races I've seen in quite a long time. That was really exciting. Yeah, I've followed the Formula One for a long time now, and I'm basically religious to it. Yeah, it's just it's been good to see different winners. It was good to see the Aussie get it last time, but you know, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of team order things. I think that, to be honest, Lando should have won the race, hands down. And he was right. He was right. It's like, you know, like I'm the one closest to Max Verstappen. I should be winning this race, you know. If this costs me at the end, you know, there'll be answers. Like, that's... I think they, as much as it was good to see the Aussie win it, it's, yeah. I think Lando could be a future world champion. I also said that George Russell would be a future world champion, but I don't know. I think the Mercedes are not. I know they're starting to come back a little bit, but I don't think they're as powerful as they used to be. All right, here we are at our next station. This is Baxmell Park. No, I'm sorry, Maxwell's Park. The reason why I said that is because one of my nephew's names is Maxwell, and he's a bit of a douchebag. So I always call him Baxmell. He's all right. He's just, yeah, bit of an attitude problem. Yeah, young. Anyway, let's have a look at those doors closing at night time. Okay. I know there might be a few people out there saying, "Oh, this train sounds like the Class 700." You know, they've just used the same sounds from the Class 700.
If you require
Well, no, that's not the case, actually. If you actually watch a real-life video of this train taking off, it sounds legit. It's official. Just because it sounds like a Class 700, it's built around the same era. It's like so actually, this one I think might be actually a little bit... This one might be actually older. I think it is. But anyway, it's not a copy and paste recording. It's pretty spot on. I actually like this route in the night time. Actually, like coming into these stations, I like the lighting that's on these platforms. They're not overpowering. They're quite good, and I like the fact there's gaps in them too on the platform. You've got the darkness in it and light. But yet again, in real life, would that be like dark parts into light parts? I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be. I don't know. Still quite nice though. Yeah, the lighting definitely set the standard when the Never Go Dresden was first released in Train Sim World 2. Like, that was the first route that basically changed the way the lighting was in the sim. You know, it was mind-blowing at that particular time. It was like, wow, this is absolutely fantastic. And, yeah, it was... wasn't voted in our top 5 or anything for the Train Sim World 2. Actually, did it make top 5? I think it did, actually. Never Go Dresden, I think, was 5th place. But, God, I have to look at my old gameplay. I know the Glossop line was voted number 2 in the last Train Sim World era. It was actually the best UK route release in Train Sim World 3, sorry. In Train Sim World 3. Glossop line was number 2, and Lincoln Run Strucker. Even though, yes, I know I won the Train Sim World week 16 contest last year, with my photo looking over the Commonwealth station on the Lincoln Run Strucker, the left Rhine. But that's not the reason why it was voted number 1. The reason why is because I've always been a fan of the left Rhine. Even back in Train Sim World 1, it went to Frankfurt, obviously in the modern era, not the 90s era. I was always hopeful that that route was coming to Train Sim World. Unfortunately, it didn't come in the way I wanted it to have been in modern and obviously to Frankfurt. But nonetheless, it was good to see it actually different compared to Train Sim Classics version. So I actually was quite happy to have it in the 90s era. So yeah, I'm not complaining. And I find it way, like, they're both as good as each other. Doesn't matter if it's Train Sim World's version or Train Sim Classics version. They're both as good as each other. Still hope for one day that they'll do the extension to Frankfurt, but you never know. They could do a separate route, very similar to what they've done in the past. You know, we've got 2 sections of the routes coming out of Hagen. You know, so same with Dresden. Yeah, 2 routes coming out of there. You got Tarantula Ramp, you got the Never Go Dresden. And the same with Edinburgh Glasgow, and you got the Fired Circle too. You know, 2 routes now on that route. They're coming out of the same starting point, so don't say never. You know, you can do the Frankfurt to from Mainz to Frankfurt, you know, as a DLC and have that little part in there. It's a decent amount of kilometers still. This is Langside. Left head fatter. Is that a way you speak to a woman on the bottom there? Lead head flatter. Oh man, I'm gonna be copping it. Wonder why I'm single. Oh, did I put the hazards on? Damn it. This is like a rave, eh? Let's turn it into a rave. Strobe light activated. There's a fair few different South Western Railway liveries. I think I already downloaded one for this Loco. Yeah, I do have one. Pretty sure I do, because I had about 10 different liveries for it. I think it was one of the first ones that were added, so it was in the recommended. So I downloaded it. Whoop, speaking of speeding, I've got to drop it. We're coming down into Kings Park. Okay, drop that, drop that, drop that. There's Kev Kart Station there. Later jet. It'll be jet. It'll be laser jet, wouldn't it? Isn't it laser jet? You'll find that there'll be a few people doing the same type of livery anyway, and you know, whatever one looks the most legit would be the one that will probably get the most downloads. We're running OT today, folks. That's all good. We did start earlier today. I actually wanted to pull the trigger at 7 o'clock, actually. I was that tempted to go in, but I was actually still in the middle of my tea at that time. So that's why I didn't end up pulling the trigger. But I was thinking, oh, should I go at 7:30? And I'm like, nah. I get in these moods some days. I'm like, I just want to get in and do the trains. I just want to go in now live. I've come home today from my weekend away. I normally come home on the Sunday, and I normally start doing paint jobs for the next load of truck videos I'm gonna do, and then I've still actually got two at the moment that I haven't actually done any gameplay for, so I'm not panicking too much. But I know I got mods to release this week coming up, so I sort of have to panic, because yeah, I know I'm going to need that time to finalise my mods and double test them and see if they're all good and ready to rock and roll. So this week I will be releasing the Godfather's standalone standalone pack 1 new update with 80 brand new skins. So the pack's going to be updated from the current 220 to 300. Spawning at random. They will be amongst the 53-footer trailer box trailers, the 43-footers, and the 28-footers. There's fuel tankers with 43-foot and 53-foot. There's the few of the others as well, flatbed and all that stuff. So real companies, real branding. There's a whole heap of new skins. Some of the fuel tankers have got drink companies on them as well, so they pretend that you're carting a whole fuel tank full of Coca-Cola or something like that. Or what I prefer to drink over Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Anyway. I'm pretty sure I got a Southwestern Railway livery for 380. That's one route I would love to see in Train Sim World. I wouldn't be disappointed if they announced within the next 12 months. I'm actually hoping in the next 12 months they actually will do the route to Portsmouth Harbour. It would be great to see, and via Wimbledon, of course. So yeah, it would be nice because the class 444 I've always wanted in Train Sim World, so I'd love to see the 444. Is it the 709 or 707? I know there's a new Loco on there now that's really nice. I'm pretty sure it's the 710, but it's just a different number. And obviously different paint job. There's a Crayers Club paint job for it already, so I'm pretty sure I've already done the gameplay for that. Croftfoot is next, followed by Burnside. I'm way behind the timetable. I don't care because I'm just been relaxing here. I've been cruising along here, having some fun, talking to you guys, and it's not about the hair at the end of the day. It's about getting to the destination, and people are running late, 6 minutes late. So unfortunately, a few people have missed their appointments. But it is the we'll just say that because it is night time, we had to stop the train for a couple of minutes because we had to let a drunk off, and he was taking forever to get off the train. I'll just use that excuse. Why were you late into the stations? Unfortunately, we had to stop the train because there was an alcoholic on there. I say announcements will be official for the next era of Train Sim World. You know what? If they announce this Train Sim World and they don't announce that one of the new features is announcements at the stations where the train goes to, what stops it's going to be going at, announcements on the trains. I mean official. I know that we've had bits and pieces of it here and there, but I mean legit. Like this is something that Dovetail's been talking about in the past anyway. So you could think it'll be obviously a feature at some point. So I'm hoping that this is the year that we finally do have it happen. If it's not, I'll be so damn disappointed. I'll be like, why are you not pulling the trigger on this? This is a feature that is a must. We want the game to feel as authentic as realism as possible. So surely today is the time. Not today. Now is the time, I should say, to bring in official announcements. Where's the train going to? What stops? Whatever it is. Just before we go, folks, just to let you guys know, now we'll be posting up some more rail shorts of some of the great trains here in Sydney in the next 24 hours. So just before we go live tomorrow night, we'll have those posted in the morning when I wake up. So there'll be some more for you to enjoy. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.